All right, I am back. I am ready. I am working on my webcomic book, the third issue, actually. It's called Bobbert and the Monster. Today, I'm going to be coloring the page that I inked, although now that I'm looking at it, I realize I didn't finish the last panel. But you know what? I still have some coloring to do. And I am also going to be doing this while listening to an episode of Suspense. And my goal here is, because I only want to spend 20 minutes streaming this, is I'm going to be listening to Suspense from 1962. I believe it's called Alexander's Story or Alexander's Death. I don't remember. But it is something that I can listen to. Let me pull it up here. Restart it. Sorry. There we go. So we're going to listen to Suspense. Although I'm realizing now you can't hear it. Yeah, you can. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to listen to this and see how much I can color before the show ends.
William Mason, Edgar Staley, and Paul McGrath.
Paul
And
McGrath.
written especially for Suspense by Hector Chevigny.
Hector! I don't know the name. I just thought it would be fun to shout Hector.
Who is it?
Well,
All right, I'm on the color
Mr.
layer. So first I'm going to do some
Alex
backgrounds.
had me phone him last night and ask him to be here this morning.
What for?
You'll have to ask Uncle Alex.
Yeah, and he'll tell me, I suppose. Fine thing. Here I am, his own nephew, and I'm the last to know he sent for his
Oh.
lawyer at a time like this.
Forgot to set the color layer to multiply so the ink shows
What you
through.
gonna do about it?
Ramsey, I have
There it
to
is.
finish straightening up here before Mr. Rutledge gets here.
Also, I'm going to get rid of the
Now
blue
go
layer.
take care of the chicken.
I want to know what he's gonna do.
Who says I know?
But he told you. Now come on, give.
Break my wrist again, and this time I'll tell how it happened, Ramsey Jordan.
I said give.
What's happening in this relationship
We
here?
aren't to worry about not getting the farm.
Is that all he told you?
Isn't that the main thing?
All right.
Why I oughta.
Told me that from the start.
Oh, there he is. Now go take care of the chickens, will you?
Oh, yeah.
Now go take care of the chickens, will ya?
Good morning, Martha.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Rutledge. Come in.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about the looks of the house.
Well, it looks all right to me. Anyway, I imagine you had your hands full. How is he today?
About the
This
same.
one has.
I do hope he pulls out of it.
Well, Martha, you know his age.
Just the same, I can hope. It's been so wonderful to me.
Well, if I may say so, you might think of yourself, too, Martha. You look pretty done in.
No, I'll be all right.
Has Ramsey been of any help to you?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
I keep opening the wrong layer.
Mr. Rutledge is here, Uncle Alex.
All right.
Oh, step in.
It's a
Thanks.
little darker blue.
Well, what are you doing in bed,
Yeah, make
Mr.
it
Jordan? There's
this
work
blue.
to be done on this farm.
Oh, don't talk hardy, Rutledge. Sit down. Martha?
Right.
Yes, Uncle
So I like to make
I
color
think I'll have
backgrounds to
something
kind of
eat
just
after all.
keep things moving, keep the flow going.
What would you
Keep,
like?
keep the flow
I'll
going.
leave it to
I feel
you.
like that rhyme.
I know you'll fix me something nice. Rutledge and I won't be more than half an hour.
All right, Uncle Alex.
Now I got to color the word bubbles.
That Rogers says it was
I'm
my
going to turn
heart,
off the
Rutledge.
text.
Yes, I know.
Well, I hope he knows what he's talking about. Anyway, I'm 82. I can't live forever. Won't change my will, Rutledge.
Go right,
I want everything left to Martha.
bucket, expand.
Put it all in her name. The cash, the farm, everything. I didn't fully appreciate Martha when she and Ramsey first came to work for me. I'd have done it this way then. Ramsey will just sell out and lose the money. You won't care one bit that these 100 beautiful acres have belonged to the Jordans for 100 years. I want Martha to go on having a roof over her head. She's promised me she won't sell, and I know she won't.
Well, what did Ramsey say to this?
I haven't told him. And I told Martha not to. She shouldn't be put in that position. You tell them when the time comes and you say it was my doing and that she knew nothing about it.
Okay, Mr. Jordan.
Now,
Okay.
one more
It's
thing.
gonna burn the place
And
down,
don't
man.
argue with me, Rutledge. I don't want to be told I'm silly. I know I probably am. As you know, the cemetery is just the other side of my birchwood acreage, and our family crypt is right there at the edge, not a quarter mile from this house.
Yes?
Well, when they put me in the crypt, I want you to see to it that between my fingers
Now
is
we're
a
getting to
button,
Halloweeny stories.
an electric button hooked to wires leading to this house and to a bell. A great big bell that nobody can miss hearing.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
When I was a boy, Russet, I used to hear talk about people being thought dead when they weren't. And,
Oh, this is that story.
well, that's sort of...
But nowadays...
Buried
I don't
alive,
care
so they
about
attach a
nowadays.
bell to the
What I
coffin
heard as a
story.
boy has always haunted me. I used to have nightmares about waking up in a coffin and yelling for help until the air gave out. And, well, for the past couple of days, the thought has been unbearable. I'll die easy if you do like I say.
All right, Mr. Jordan, I'll do it. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, thanks. And I want a full week to pass before it's decided I'll never ring that bell. 7 days. The will's not to be probated until then. Martha understands. She's promised for that week she won't get out of earshot of the bell, which is good enough for me.
When do you want Ramsey to know that he won't be the one to inherit?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. When the 7 days are up, and not before. You'll be crazy mad, and I don't want him giving Martha more than she has to think about until it's absolutely certain I won't be back.
There's an excessive sting for the end of that scene.
Hey, driver. Driver, you're supposed to be taking us home now. The funeral's over. Step it up.
I feel like this coloring is taking me too long.
Martha, cut it out. Did you do enough of that in the church afterwards?
Were some people sorry that your uncle had to go, Ramsey?
How dare you cry after a funeral?
All I said was...
I heard what you said, and it's an insult. I was as fond of my uncle as anybody. Why do you suppose I've been working like a dog for him the past 5 years?
I don't
You
even
think
know.
it was just in hopes of inheriting everything? You're mistaken. After working like a dog the way I did, to find out I have to wait a week for the final word.
Wait a whole week.
Well, a great lawyer
Yeah.
you are to allow my uncle to make a will like that.
Oh, I hate you.
That silly business of the bell. Well, that bill isn't going into the house till I say so. Now, you understand?
It's probably already in.
What?
I told the electricians to install it and string the wires during the funeral.
Now, look here.
Oh, stop it, Ramsey. Mr. Rutledge has only done what Uncle Alex wanted, and he's been very kind. Thank you for everything, Mr. Rutledge.
Well, that's all right. I've been happy to do what I could.
Well, I still say that bell business is silly. And any lawyer that will... Well, it's silly. And expensive. Stringing
Dumb.
those wires and everything.
Oh, I hate
At
everyone.
least $50. $50 of my dough.
Acting.
Anybody could get that uncle of mine to spend an extra dime when he was alive. You know, I nearly laughed out loud when the preacher told how generous he was. Oh, generous. Well, he was just like all the Jordans. I'm the only one who was any different. And you take my Aunt Bessie. Now, her coffin's on the right when
So-
you walk into the family crypt. That's something else. Crypt. Well, I mean, it must cost something to keep it up. You know how much, Rutledge?
It was paid in advance
Okay,
years
one panel.
ago, Ramsey.
I think I'm going to go through
Oh, it was.
and fill in the colors for each character.
Well, in
See if
that
that's any
case-
faster. So pick a color like the new shirt that he has, yellow.
Well, what a place. It gives me the creeps. You know, I just couldn't wait for that preacher to finish so I could get out of there. Huh. Well, we're home.
Now, look, Ramsey, if I were you, I'd see to it that Martha gets a chance to rest a while.
Now, Rutledge, will you quit telling me what to do?
God darn it. I mean, he sounds like an old prospector, right?
Well, come on, Martha. Don't just sit there. change of clothes.
In a minute, Ramsey.
Now, I'm going to want lunch pretty quick. I'm going to tell those electricians to make it snappy, too. Tramping back and forth, making a big thing out of putting up a few wires. What? Oh, for the love of Mike.
What's the matter?
Well, now, look up there. They put that bell right here in our bedroom.
This is where I promised Uncle Alex we'd put it.
Oh, yeah, right. I was like, a bell?
We can hear it
Yeah.
night and day, isn't it?
Well,
coffin
we hear
bell.
that one.
Why put it in their room?
I wonder if maybe there's a chance.
How would that even run? Or is it electronic?
Push that button.
Oh, no.
Martha, what do you think?
Push that button. Electronic. All right.
You know as well as I do what to think.
Well, he's just mean enough to. Well, you're right. I'm talking like a fool, ain't you? Holy, coming back, run you!
Fire alarm.
Martha, you
School's
don't
out.
think
Ramsey, no, it's those electricians testing us
that-
something.
Uncle Alexander's bell, yeah. Of course, yeah. I'm just
sure.
jumpy, I guess. Well,
Monster color.
yeah, well, what I'd like to know is how I'm going to get any sleep for the next 7 nights. Waiting for that bell to go off.
Here's your coffee.
All right, put it down.
You know, Ramsey, you might say thank you once in a while.
Listen, you don't know what kind of a night I put in. You slept.
Why didn't you?
Oh, shut up and make me some toast.
You will ask for it
Don't you see that I love you?
Oh, what?
I said you...
So what's gotten into you?
There'll be no more of this telling me to shut up, that's all.
Oh, for the love of...
Tell him, sister.
Can't you see that I'm in no shape for an argument?
But you were just arguing.
Well, who was he?
Who is who?
Man you were showing around the place today?
He just wanted to see it.
It's pretty obliging. Took the whole afternoon and you did absolutely nothing about irrigating the vegetables. They need it.
All right. If you
I keep
must
forgetting
know,
they're farmers.
he is willing to pay $40,000 for this farm.
Oh, he is.
Yes, he is.
Hmm.
And he's got it, too. He represents one of the biggest firms of its kind in this part of the country. He proved it.
What
Well,
kind of
la-di-da, Mr. Fancy Man.
They're in the business of buying up farm properties.
Well, where'd you meet him?
Well, he just drove up. They're on their toes, that firm. They watch death notices all over the country.
Well, I'm not selling.
What?
I'm not selling for $40,000 or $50,000 or any other sum.
Oh, you're a fool and always were.
Say what you like.
For
This
1,000.
staying over my head. You never had $40,000, anything like it, because you never worked that hard, and because you always thought yourself such an operator. You thought you'd be so smart the time you had as much as $500, and look what happened.
Oh, so at last you admit you have no faith in me.
No, I do not.
Yes.
Not one bit.
Yes, you never had, and that's been the trouble. Yeah, how can a guy amount to anything when his wife has no faith in him?
I had it once.
Oh, no, you
Okay,
didn't.
monster purple
You
colored
never
in.
had.
I did
I think
too.
this might be a faster method. I'm not
I
sure
had it
yet.
Until I learned better.
Oh, now,
Let's
wait a minute.
do
Now, just hold it.
monster pants.
You said a minute ago. What
Monster
do you mean
pants.
you aren't selling?
Well, I meant...
Check out my new song,
Yeah.
Monster
I
Pants.
meant I'm not going to let you if I can help it.
Yeah, well, that had better be all you meant.
Darling, listen. Don't you see? We got a wonderful thing in the Jordan place. A wonderful thing. Your man himself said it's worth all of $40,000.
And when will I get time off? When will I be able to dress up again for a change, get out of a
So,
pair of dirty overalls?
What does
and feel
the
like
selling the
something
farm
besides a field hand?
have to do with the
I'm
coffin?
getting back to the city. That's all there is
They
to
haven't
it.
tied these
City's
together
a
yet for
city.
me.
Where'd we ever live except in a 5-floor cold water walk-up without even a park within walking distance, huh?
Well, with a new start I'll have with $40,000, I'll be on Easy Street and living in there permanently, too.
Yeah.
I want to know what's gotten into you, Martha. Something has. What did my Uncle Alex or that guy Rutledge tell you that I wasn't told?
Look, you might wait till the week is out to count your unhatched chickens. Remember, Ramsey,
You
there's
gotta
still
know
the
your
bell.
chicken.
The bell, yeah. Yes, the bell.
Still in your mind, it's possible.
I don't know
mean,
if people
that
actually know
it
that song
might
reference.
ring.
All right, so I've colored in all
Stew.
the black areas
And
on the
who
monster.
was
What's
it told
left on
me
him?
She didn't think it was
Oh,
ever
the helmet.
gonna rain.
No, I don't trust you. I don't. You lose it all.
Martha, would you please
Martha?
turn over again?
Or anything like it.
With you talking in your
Never
sleep and
worked
the
that
wind
hard.
out there, I can't
Look
get
at
any
you all
shut-eye at all.
yourself.
Martha!
Oh, what is it, Ramsey?
You talk all day, you might lay off at least during the night. Well, just hoping I can
Such a jerk.
get it.
All right, I need the brown for the shoes and the hair. It's the same color.
I can shut this thing off. What? Oh, never mind.
What'd you do?
Pull out the wires. What else could I do?
Get right down to that crib.
What?
Never mind. I'll put something on and go.
Oh, for the love of Mike, it's the wind. There was a short in the wire.
Just the same, I'm going to make sure.
Now look. Who was it?
So they have a bell that's supposed to go off if someone wakes in the crypt. It goes off, and their first reaction is it's a short or it's the wind.
Oh, is that so?
Like, why do it then? If you're not even going to take it seriously.
Told you to leave well enough alone.
Am I literally pondering this? It's a ridiculous
Well,
storyline.
her own fault. Made me hit her too hard.
Wait, what?
Well, maybe it's as well. While she's out, I'll get myself.
You just knocked her out?
He has come alive.
All right.
I know what to
Evil
do.
guy established. I'm going to color in the whites. But with the whites, I will also do Robert's shirt, because his shirt is also white.
Modern lock on this door. I better leave it open. No, now it's a flashlight. Now I flicked it off myself. Well, I'm glad it's not the battery. Well, here goes. Now, let's see. Which is his coffin? Huh? I know, that's Uncle Horace, it says.
Okay, so he's looking in the crypt. They're at least doing that.
Aunt Bessie. I know. Yeah, over there. No, sir.
Shoes are also white, because they're sneakers.
Knew he wouldn't have. Oh, the door. Oh, the door. The key. I left the key on the outside. Oh, my God. Oh, my... No, wait a minute. Take it easy. Just don't get rattled. Think. The button. Yeah. The button. Between Uncle Alex's fingers. And all I gotta do is open the coffin and... Oh! No, I broke the wires. I broke the wires and knocked Martha out.
I told you to shut up. You're waking all of us.
Uncle Alex.
Of course.
Okay.
Uncle Alex, how come you're sitting up?
Well, I got tired of lying down. I think it's right mean of you to come here with the intention of finishing me off, Ramsey.
Shoot, I feel like it's ending, and this is as far as I've gotten on the coloring.
Well, we did, Ramsey. We know many things. Many
Now it's the
things.
lightning round.
You know come to now, won't you, Ramsey? You locked yourself in. Well, wish we had the coffin
still
for
have
you,
to
but we
discover him.
don't, do we? No, we don't. You just have to lie on the floor, won't you? The cold floor.
Oh,
Unless, of course, somebody thinks to look in here for you. Do you really think that anybody will care that much for you, Ramsey? Do you?
shoot, shoot, shoot. This is going to be the end, isn't it?
Martha. Martha.
Oh, maybe not.
Martha, wake up. Martha, it's me. It's me, Paul Rutledge.
Don't you know me?
Martha.
I'm your little baby.
Yes. All right, Martha.
Where am I?
You're in the hospital.
Hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Ramsey knocked me down, but that's all I remember.
Now, you'll be all right, Martha. Dr. Rogers told me I could say so when you woke up.
Oh, the bell, it rang.
No, now lie back, Martha. I know all about it.
You do?
The Thompsons heard it over at their place, and Joe got up. He phoned you.
Oh.
And he phoned me. I told him to drive you into town to the hospital.
Okay.
And I drove out to the farm to see what could have happened. It didn't take me long to figure it out.
What made it ring?
It was the big wind that night, Martha.
They said
There's
that.
a place on the wires where the insulation had rubbed off.
Literally what they said.
That's what happened.
Uh-huh.
Ramsey, well, you say you figured out what happened.
Now, Martha, the only thing for you to think about now is that you're going to be all right. And that the Jordan place will be yours for as long as you want to live there.
Where is Ramsey?
Why
Come
don't you
on.
try to get
They
some
color the
sleep
hair
now?
before it ends.
Oh, Mr. Rutledge, they haven't got him in jail or anything.
No, they haven't got him in jail.
He's dead.
Are they after him?
No.
You're not fibbing to me, are you, Mr. Rutledge?
No, Martha.
Well, I wish you'd tell me
It's
what's
getting so close, I know the ending. They're trying to
Can't
work up
say
to
I
it.
love Ramsey anymore, but I don't want him in
Yes.
trouble over this.
All right, Martha.
Here we go.
Tell you.
See if I can finish this guy.
He's dead.
We already knew that. Of course, how did you find him?
Dead.
Yes.
Dead.
Uh-huh.
Really?
How did
Yup.
I?
Well, according to the medical examiner, apparently of fright.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
In the crypt? Is that where?
Yes, in the crypt. And that's all I'm going to
Fill in
say
the blacks
now.
here.
When you're yourself, I'll tell
Can
you
I
the
do
rest,
it?
Martha. His greed took him there, and he's dead. You're free of him. You're young enough to make your life over.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure you'll be a lot happier next time.
Yes, Mr. Rutledge. Okay. Thank
Come
you
on.
so much.
That's all right.
Just one more question.
What?
You looked at Uncle Alex?
All right. There's a red dot on his
He was
shoes I forgot
there
about.
in his coffin. He hadn't moved, not in the slightest.
Yeah. They still got to end it.
Suspense.
Ba-
You've been listening to The Death of Alexander Jordan, written especially
Oh, that
for
one's too big.
Suspense by Hector Chevigny.
All right. I was able to finish coloring the characters, but I still have some of the objects and other things that I got to color clearly. But, all right, good to know. I'm trying to find out like what the actual amount of time it takes me to do stuff on here, whether it be inking a panel, a page, or coloring. And also I get to listen to one of those ridiculous suspense stories. So they put the bell in the grave, trying to think of what I just listened to now. It went off, because it was just an idiotic thing to do, like in case he was buried alive. Then he thought he was buried alive, imagined him alive, died of fright. Why did he imagine him alive? Is that just what you do? I don't know. Anyway, best not to think too much about it. So this is a page from my webcomic book, Bobbert and the Monster. It's just a slapstick, silly comedy book. And I think down in the description you can see more of, or a link to my ebooks on Amazon. You can check that out there. But this one's going to be coming out shortly. This is just the first story in the third book that I'm working on. And the first book is out right now. That is it. That was my drawing for today. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to visit TomRaysWebsite.com, which is my website. So long.